God, look at that cheese. Okay. Oh my God. Messy, but marry me worthy. Just like any good marriage. Gets a little messy. Okay, so here is the full recipe, people. We're gonna be making Crunch Wrap Supremes. We got our spices. We're gonna be making a homemade guacamole. We're gonna be making a homemade salsa. That's our stuff to build it. We got the pinto beans, we got queso, sour cream, cheddar, lettuce, Doritos for the crunch in the middle, and then we got our press to get it all melded and beautiful together with all the flavors. So we're gonna use about 2 garlic cloves are good, 2 large garlic cloves with 3 avocados, a lime. I bought another lime just in case we need it. We got our trusty food processor. I'm just gonna still dice these up fairly small, even though we're gonna put them in the food processor. Garlic. We're gonna put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a tablespoon and a half. And then I just put a little bit of mayo just to make it kind of creamy. Now we're gonna avocado it up. We got 3 avocados that we're gonna use. Make sure you take off the tape. Not that we're putting the skin in, but. So then I squeeze a lime like this just to get it all nice and juicy. Roll it out. Need to sharpen my knives, and then we're gonna squeeze some lime juice in. Make sure that you put your hand underneath it so you don't get any seeds in the guacamole. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. 5 little spins of it. And now we're not gonna puree this because we don't want it too blended. We're just gonna do some chops so we have some nice chunks of avocado. And then I just kind of push down, stop it through the process, and then just push down all the little bits that aren't being chopped down a little bit. Might add a little more olive oil. A teensy little shot of it there, just so it gets nice and a little bit smoother. Okay, so after you've gotten to the right consistency that you want, you can blend it more if you want it more smooth. I like it chunky guacamole. You're gonna cut, I'd say about 1/4 of an onion, not quite a half of an onion, so like that. And once I get it, I like to just go over and make sure it's super tiny. First, we're gonna take this out. I'm gonna take off, and don't waste any little bit. Look at that big chunk of guac there. Ooh, it smells delicious. Smell that lime. And the little bit of mayo just gives it, see how it's that nice, beautiful, like a little bit of a lighter green? Makes it creamier. And I'm also gonna chop a roasted red pepper. Just like a little bit of it. You don't have to put too much. You don't even have to put it if you don't want it. I love roasted red pepper. Go over it a couple times. So if you don't want to use all these onions, that's kind of a lot. We can use it in our ground beef anyways. So just, we'll use like that much. Put them both together, toss them in guacamole. And we're just gonna stir it up a little bit. Stir that all in here. Probably should add a bigger bowl, but that's okay. Okay, so now our guac is done. Very important that you try it. To see what else you need. More lime juice, a little salt. A little pepper. We didn't even add pepper, so let's add a little pepper in there. Okay, so now we're gonna try it again. Oh my God. Incredible. That's got that pop of lime. Delish. We're gonna wrap it up. Put it in the fridge. We got the garden tomatoes. We got garden jalapenos. I'm not gonna put 4, depending on how hot you like your salsa. I'll probably put 2 because I like it a little spicy. Fresh lemon thyme from the garden. Oh, amazing. Basil. We're gonna chop all that up, and then also cherry tomatoes that we have growing in the the garden. So it's gonna be very tomatoey. Okay, so just cut it, you can cut them in half, depending on how small you want. Like it's a salsa, you can cut them into fours, right? Halves or fours. Start throwing them all in your bowl. I might just put 1 jalapeno. It's always important to try your jalapenos, especially in the garden, when you're getting them out of the garden. The store is different, they're pretty generically the same kind of heat, but I'm just gonna make sure it's not too hot. I'm only putting 1 now, just from trying that. This is gonna add a kick of heat. The rest of our onion that we didn't use in the guac, we'll just throw it in there too. Nothing is wasted. Except me on a Friday night after. Also gonna add, because it's kind of boring. Oops. We're gonna add a yellow pepper for a little bit of color. Okay, so now we're gonna put some freshly chopped basil from the garden. I like to chop it up super fine. That lemon thyme, amazing. I'm just gonna go like this, kind of break it off the stem. Use your nails and just go like you're a cat. You know, make sure you don't get any stem in there though. You don't want, like, see right there, get rid of that stem. This adds to anything. This is amazing. Fish, pulled pork if you're making a roast. It's just, oh, it's great. Love it. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil in it, just a little bit. Got another slice of lime kind of worked out. Let's put the lime in there. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. Just like a cap, not too much. Just adds a kick of flavor in there. And then salt, garlic powder, just a little bit, pepper. If you have dill, which I used to have in the garden, but it's all dead now. Fresh dill in here, amazing as well. If you put some fresh herbs, always make everything better. Then we're just gonna stir it up. Look at that. Look at those colors. Oh, smell it. Smell it. Smells great. Smells and looks amazing. So there we go. We're gonna put that in the fridge. It's always important to prep this stuff, keep it in the fridge for like even the night before. Okay, so we're gonna be making our ground beef now. So we're gonna chop up red onion, or not a red onion, red pepper, and then we're gonna chop up the rest of our onion. So it's like 3/4 of an onion, perfect amount. Chop this, we're gonna chop that, and then we're gonna fry it all together. Maybe only use half of the pepper. It's perfect amount right there. Over a pound of ground meat with this. You could do, if you want to make like 20 of them, then I would suggest 2 pounds. But we're only gonna make like 10, so a pound is more than enough. Key to know when your pan is ready is if you're unsure if it's hot enough, put a little bit of water in your hand and throw it in the pan, and it'll sear. It'll sear. It'll sizzle. Stop sizzling before we're sizzling. So, oh, we know it's ready, right? Because it's sizzling. So let's just drop our meat right in there. We're gonna bust it up. So yeah, once it's all broken up, yeah, just we want to cook it until it's brown, right, and all broken up. So you're gonna. This might take a few minutes. Keep moving it around. I also like to add a little bit of our Worcestershire, just for flavor. Add a little bit of the Worcestershire right now. Just, ooh, look at that. Okay, it's almost all brown. Just keep swirling it around until it's, you don't see any pink. Look at those colors. Now we're gonna add that in there. Now we're gonna add a little bit of seasoning. So I like to add garlic powder in everything. So do a little, couple tablespoons or a tablespoon. Cajun seasoning, salt, not too much, a little pepper, a little bit of ground cayenne.
If you don't like it too spicy, just not put it if you don't want. The Cajun and the Cayenne are optional. They do make it a little spicier. So just add a little bit of that. Some taco spice. I like to add a good amount of this. So maybe a couple teaspoons. But like anything, like you have to, like once it's cooked too, you can start trying it. If it doesn't taste to your liking, add more. You can always add more. You can't, just remember though, you can't take it out, right? So if you put too much, you ruin your meal. So better to just do a little bit at a time till you know what you like, right? So that's here we're getting, that's starting to look beautiful. Nice searing here. Just a little bit of fortified wine. Trust me. You think I'm crazy, but no. This adds a kick of flavor. Just like a shot of it, like not much. Boom. Now it's the waiting game. All the flavors are going to start melding together. It's a teensy bit of water because the taco spice, it is good to add a little bit of water. Just so it absorbs it. We're going to now we're going to taste it to see what we need. Literally nothing. Amazing. Okay, so we're done our meat. I put some queso on the stove, and then the refried beans we had. Just heat that up, like literally not even just a little bit to have it warm. And I like, because I don't really like salsa on its own. I don't really like sour cream on its own. So this is something that I do, and it's actually really good. It's easy. I'll put a little bit of sour cream. So like 3, like that, 3 heaping, oh, maybe let's do 4 heaping scoops sour cream. And then I just literally take, because I'm not really a fan of, like I said, of salsa. It's not for everybody, it's kind of bitter. So I put like 2 scoops like that, very minimal, and then I mix this up. Maybe we'll add 1 more scoop, that's a little bit. So we need a little stir it. I add it to everything. Garlic powder, just a teensy bit. Just a teensy lemon juice. Like half a cap, not even. And there you have it. Let's do a little taste. We got our meat, we got our toppings, we got our fillings done. We're gonna start building this baby up. We got our tortilla shells, okay? We got a small guy, we got an extra large. Make sure extra large, very important, just because you have more room. We're gonna oil up the grill, get her ready, okay? We're gonna heat it up and then we're gonna get going. So let's do this. First thing we're gonna do, tablespoon of the beans, right? Tablespoon, if you want more, put more. I want a little more, I'm sure. 1.5 tablespoons. Okay. Then we're gonna do a little bit of the ground beef. Put as much as you want. Generally about 2 tablespoons. You can put 3 though if you want. It's a good amount because we're gonna put other stuff, right? Our queso sauce is next. Okay. Level of queso. Okay. And then Doritos. Because this is the middle part of it, right? So we're gonna separate all the hot stuff, the warm stuff, with the room temperature stuff on top, right? Or the cooler stuff on top. So make a little shell here. About 4 chips. If you have to break them to move them around, you can, or add more chips if you want. Okay, and then we're gonna put lettuce is the next layer. Okay. Our beautiful salsa. Put a little bit of that. Oops, it's falling all over the place. Try to just fix it. I mean, this is really something you're going to be using your hands a lot for, right? Okay. A bit of this. Okay. Put as much as you want. If you want more, put more. If you want less, don't put too
Okay, and then sour cream. There we go. And then we're gonna put, last but not least, the cheese right on top here, okay? Put, if you want a large amount, yeah, put a large amount. If you want less, put less. Put this one here, okay? Kind of press it down a little bit. Fold it, do one side like this, kind of hold it down with your other hand, okay? And then just keep folding. Okay, hold these two together, and then we're gonna fold again. See how I'm just slowly folding? So it almost makes like a pentagon shape, right? And then the last fold here, you're gonna go like this, all the way up. Okay. Keep holding on to it because it'll just unfold if you don't, it's not, right? That's where this comes in, we're gonna seal it. Look like that, kind of like a pentagon, right? It's very important, face down like this, okay? Don't put your fingers on the grill because you'll burn them. And then press that down. Now while that's going, we're gonna make another one. Okay, so let's have a look. It's still, you know what, we're gonna jack up, I did turn it down. I don't think it's hot enough, so jack up the heat a little bit there. Keep repeating the process. So we're gonna take these babies off and put them on parchment paper. I have a pan here, just to cool a little bit. Let's see how many we can make out of one batch. Okay, this other one waiting, so we'll put this one on there. All right, so we've made 9 Marry Me Crunchwrap Supremes. So here's the end result. 1 pound of ground beef, fresh produce from the garden, a little bit of work. We were only able to get 9, not the 10, but we got 9 Crunchwrap Supreme. Literally, we probably spent about $40 worth of ingredients because we put all the labor in and the time to make everything. We have our last one just finishing off there. Let's see. Not quite yet. We want a little crispier. Oh my God, look at that cheese. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh my God. Messy, but marry me worthy. Just like any good marriage. Gets a little messy.
Okay, great.
Subscribe, like, and comment, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram to see more. Cheers. Buena noche.
Lindsay!